Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm wrapping some gifts today. Cozy Line 3-piece king-size quilt set. This is for my daughter's boyfriend. So I bought this elf, it's called Elf, and it helps you to cut your wrapping paper. Let me show you in a minute how that works. First, I want to open up the right size paper for that gigantic quilt. Now most of you know, or some of you may know, that this is one of the first Christmases I've had in years and years where I get to give gifts and be with my family and exchange gifts, because we've given them over the years but not been together. So this is going to be fun. I'm only wrapping a certain amount of the gifts that I bought. Did you see how I did that? It wraps all the way around the tube and just cuts like butter, a knife through melted butter. It's just nice. And of course I got it from Amazon and it's called Elf. I think you can get it at Walmart too, but yes, I think you can. I am not a super professional gift wrapper, but I do enjoy it, and I think I might take a little extra care this year because it's such a special occasion for me and my husband. This will be the first time that my husband and I together have had a family Christmas because he and I have only been married for 14 years, and my children are from another marriage. But everyone loves Terry, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how this visit's going to go. I think a more professional gift wrapper would do things quite differently than I am doing them. Perhaps even wrap this in the box that it came in, but it was so big by the time, I thought, it's kind of sturdy and kind of square enough to get some corners on it, like I'm doing right now. Fold the edge up a little bit, and I'm always erring on the side of too much paper, because once you cut it and there's not enough, disaster. Okay, I didn't get that very good. I'm going to have to put on another piece, I think. Or at least wrap it with some string to make sure that it stays. Other end now. Oh yes, I need to get that straightened out there. love Christmas time. I talked to my daughter about, what her boyfriend would want, and she said, well, with him, it's not so much about what he wants as much as what he needs. And she has taken note that the man that she's dating has a horrible beat-up bedspread on his bed. And being a single guy, he probably just doesn't care. But I thought, oh yes, I think I can guess what a Montanan kind of guy would like. And so something I didn't show it to you close up so you could see the design, but they're very nice masculine colors. Kind of a striped and ribbed design. But I dared not take it out of the package even for my own curiosity, because I don't know if I'd be able to get it back in. I think we'll use these two colors. I decided to kind of go with more natural colored papers this year. I have some Christmas wrapping paper at home, but I wanted more choices. And honestly, before I moved, I thought I have so many half rolls and 1/3 rolls and whatever, I thought I'm not taking this with me. I'm not even going to take up space in the moving truck. So I gave all my old wrapping paper away except for the big expensive rolls that I have. And they came from a gift shop that I used to own and operate. Those were just too expensive to let go. And so if you've been watching my other videos, my shopping videos specifically for this Christmas, you will see that I just bought this wrapping paper this year. Sort of trying to keep a theme of more natural colors. This isn't even like red and green and not festive in that way, except for that it's just snow, and I don't know, something about this paper really appealed to me. I have 2 packages on the table already. Those are ones that I did the other day. They are a couple of games for a couple of the younger kids. I'm planning on giving about 3, I think maybe 2 gifts per grandchild, plus a little stocking. But today I have a limited amount of things that I'm actually sharing with you. These just seem like the ones that are fun to wrap. And oh, I just love this. Look at the color coordination. Okay, so now I need a tag. And I just bought these 2. Something about these tags just struck me as being a slight bit prettier than the regular labels. this package of name tags came with its own string, but I didn't like it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the ribbon. These extra strands will make the perfect way to attach it. So, in you go. I am really, really enjoying the atmosphere of my kitchen right now. It's the room that I dwell in almost 90% of my time right now. Okay, there, that's neat, and I will write the names on later. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love it. Okay, this is for my son. He really loves Kracken brand rum. So that's that. And then there's a, what do you call that? It's a mug, tiki mug. And I thought that just makes it a little more fun, and maybe he would actually enjoy drinking his rum out of a tiki mug. I sure hope. Well, it's not likely he'll see this video, any one of those family members, because I don't tell them when things are coming out, and actually they're so busy. Most of my family does not have time to watch my videos. And honestly, I don't get it why I feel so original, but there's only like a couple of us in the family that like ASMR. Here we go, see how it goes up the tube? And it just slices right along the edge. It's perfect. I got it. And it's fun. Alright, now this has, a vulnerability and a plastic on the front, so I want to cover it with this cardboard. I think that will give it the extra strength it needs. Kids, they could just lean up against the box accidentally and poke a hole. How easy it would be. Maybe even just to lean the box up against the edge of another box, and it could just rip a hole. So we have to protect that front part. I believe this paper's too long, so let's take some off of there. I'm using my regular scissors here because I think it would be a little easier. Now, just want to fold at this end and better make that a little smaller, I think. Don't need too much of a fold over, actually. Perfect. That's nice. I have bought all my gifts for everyone. I may have like one or two loose ends, but it's not going to be a big deal to take care of that. I have never, ever been so on top of things and ready to go. And it amazes me because we have so much renovations to do on this house. And my husband is working on them all the time. He hardly takes any time to rest. he gets enough rest, but still he's just like, okay, let's get this stuff done back. I wanna move into the living room. Rebecca, want to move into my living room desperately. See, this dining room table does not belong in this kitchen. It used to fit in my old kitchen in Tennessee just fine. Plenty of room to get around, table and sit and stuff. But this kitchen's a little smaller, so yeah, it's hard to explain the logistics. But I'm going to put this table back into the dining room, which is now our temporary living room, just for now. Isn't this a pretty paper? I don't know, I'm being so conservative this year. I usually like all that shiny red stuff, and I do. But something got into me, and I felt like going more natural, neutral, not so much natural. Natural would probably be just a paper bag. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going that far. Just neutral. Sort of. But like the raffia ribbon, that's, you know, it's not exactly regular paper either, but it is. I don't even know what it's made of. It's not plastic, so it's kind of paper. But I think of it as being a little more natural and neutral. Which might come from, actually, if I think about it, confession time here, I just realized that both of my families, my son and his wife, and my daughter and my daughter, I don't know about her boyfriend yet, that's a kind of a new relationship. They all tend to decorate their homes in neutral colors. And so I think that might have influenced me. That's possible. Thinking about what they might like, you know? It's actually a lot of like what my husband would like too. But since he married me, he's grown very fond of red. When I first married him, he was so into these neutral tan colors and blue and gray and black and kind of sometimes olive green, but to me those are all kind of neutral nature colors. But to me, I'm going, ooh, give me red, give me gold, give me green, all these warmer jewel tones. That's really what they are. And I'm easy to peg, I'm easy to see in that regard. So my husband has grown fond of that. If you look around the kitchen, you can see that whoever put this kitchen together originally really liked the neutral tones. The tiles and the counters are all, natural colors. There's nothing bright about this kitchen except for the way I decorated it. Okay, now for the tag on this one. The the cabinet knobs in the kitchen were white, and I couldn't quite figure the logic in that, since it didn't really go with anything in here. And so I thought, well, I want to kind of influence it with an old world and antique-ish look, and so those handles are pretty traditionally old-fashioned. Isn't that lovely? I'm so happy with this. See how it matches? Oh, wait, I need to snip that off. That's a little long there. It's gonna get tangled. Here we go. Finished with that one. Alright, now these are some boxes that I bought from Walmart. Even I wouldn't pick out bright white boxes just because neutral tones, it can be very country indeed. And they go very well with the jewel tones. So these boxes are a very natural looking brown. But I needed them because I bought some, I don't know, I call them nightgowns. I bought nightgowns for my daughter-in-law and my eldest daughter. So that's what's up next. And these, I just hate the way that they keep folding back in. I don't want them to fold in on the nightgowns, so I am shoring up the sides. Stay. I think I've always done that with boxes, no matter what I put in it. I just want them to stay stiff. So, we need some tissue paper. These are full, this bag is full of the old used tissue paper that I will recycle by using them. And then I have a lot of new ones in here too. To see what would go with the wrapping paper that I'm choosing. And my daughter-in-law is a very different personality from my daughter. So I want to wrap accordingly, I think. My daughter-in-law tends to be a very, both my daughter-in-law and my daughter are very health conscious people. Super disciplined, but my daughter-in-law is more of a naturalist and more involved with organics and things like that. So, in keeping with that thought, and this isn't completely logical, but I just thought some craft looking tissue paper that has a newspaper print on it, because then also her nightgown here, this is all cotton, linen cotton, and it is just gorgeous. And I can't get the whole thing in the screen, but I'll show you the sleeves. And look at this. Is that not cute? It ties in the back. It is so sweet. A long nightgown that goes down to your ankles. And so there. It's just a beautiful kind of a square-necked, she'll love it, and what's more is I think she'll just look so beautiful in it. Both my daughter and my daughter-in-law are size small, both so tiny, not short, but tiny. And oh yeah, I think I have had permission from them in the past to say their names. Not my daughter's boyfriend. I don't have, I didn't get to ask him, but this, my daughter-in-law, her name is Deborah. Deborah, is very much a naturalist and organic type of person, as I said. And her husband is my son, whose name is Jacob. Jacob is the one who's getting the Kracken Rum. I'm not sure he'd be as interested in natural things if not for his wife. But she's a good influence on him in that way. And yet he enjoys his rum. Okay, so I think we'll use again some craft type tissue paper for the outside of her package. Semi-neutral colors. And that red just kind of sets it off nicely, I think. Deborah is a very sweet, good-natured person, very serious-minded. And in that case, then I don't know. This is just instinctual wrapping. It's like emotional wrapping, intuitive wrapping. I don't know. I just think, okay, here's this personality. Here's this kind of person. Let's wrap it this way. Who knows? Deborah is the kind of person who, I first met her, I just admired so much. The way she dressed, and probably still does. It's been so many years since I've gotten to spend any time with my family. I have so much to rediscover. When I first met her, she used to wear like 3 and 4 bracelets on her wrist at the same time, and they were these leather or rope or some kind of naturally textured kind of bracelet. And I just thought, man, I wish I could carry that off. But I'm not that type. I'm just not that type. So it's, I think personality and these are the colors that I think of when I think of her. Not necessarily stars. These are red stars. I didn't have any red that was exactly the kind of dark burgundy-ish red, but we'll fudge a little here and make it work. It's stuck. I love the sound of this ribbon. It's very crackly, I It's a different kind of textured paper. Get that out of the way now. And let's go over the top with this. Down underneath and twist around. This is so much easier to do when it doesn't matter what is top or bottom of the ribbon. There's a little pop on my box, but I'm not going to worry about it. I tend to make the crisscross happen at the top so that there is the shape of a cross as opposed to just a square. Especially at Christmas time, I think of the symbolism. I do appreciate the winter solstice celebration and the idea of that. And it does allow many people who are not of the Christian faith to celebrate along with everyone else the Christmas holidays. But a traditional Christmas is born of and comes about because of the birth of Christ, which I'm sure many people know. And of course, the significance of the birth of Christ is that he was born and then died to save the world. And so that is why Christmas is very, very special to me, because of my faith. Okay, that is done and I just love it. See one look here. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. And that's maybe why I like the red, gold, and green colors all year round. It's symbolic, but it's also just rich, and it's fall, it's Christmas, it's just so dear to my heart. Okay, I have to shore up another box because I have another gown. And this one is for my daughter. I got both from Amazon. I'm thinking I'll just try to get some links up in descriptions so that if anybody sees anything, they just gotta have, check descriptions. Now the thing about my daughter is that she is very playful, and her temperament is pretty outgoing. And so this mint candy print, I just love it. It just goes with her personality. She's all candy and kisses, and I don't even know how to explain that. Not childish, but just sweet. And this is a very kind of flimsy, soft nightgown, similar to the other one that I got for my daughter-in-law, but the material is a little more, well, there's two layers, see. There's a thin layer on the outside and a kind of thicker under layer. And I want to say it's not linen. What do you call it? Big brain fart here. Nylon, something like that. Super soft on the skin. Slippery. And think she'll just love this. And this also is full length. And see, I do that based on personality as well, too. Because this is how I see her. She likes the neutral colors, but she just has the candy kisses kind of personality. Okay, so that's just the inside. I still have to decide on the paper for the outside. Well, I did get something that would match that. Actually, let's take a look at that in a minute. Get the lid on it. Put a lid on it, Rebecca. Well, I just can't. There's a lot of people who say stop talking so much. And I'm like, okay, then go watch the no talking version because I'm a talker. You either get a lot of talking or none. Alright, here is the paper that I got that will match this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. So cute. It's gonna match it so nicely. Okay, now I'm not gonna do it this direction. I'll turn it the other way. And might have a little extra paper on the ends, but that's okay. Just want to cut here. Need my elf. The elf was on the shelf. Oh, not even funny. It's so ridiculous. But it was just so obvious I had to say it. It wasn't a shelf, it's a counter. Elf was on the counter. Elf is the name of my new paper cutter. Here we go. Right around the tube. Got to the end. I can't help it, I just think it's so clever. I love it. Okay. Now. It's a good size, good length. We just need to cut some of this off. There's less waste if you do it this direction than the other one. Okay, save that. Now, we need to fold this over. I hope I left enough room. Let's see here. Testing. I might have to make a smaller fold. Oh no, perfect is perfect. Thank goodness. Sometimes I'm not measuring correctly. Straighten it out a little bit though. I got some extra on the other side. Okay, that's situated. Now my daughter Catherine, that's my eldest daughter. She's not my eldest. She was the eldest born to me, but when I married my second husband, I met his eldest daughter, his only daughter. She's the same age as my daughter, only just a few months older. And so she's my eldest daughter. That's Brianna. She has been in a couple of my videos. If you've been watching me for a while, then you might know her and Avery. And I just got to have Thanksgiving with those guys, and oh, I loved it. I loved being down in Chico and hanging out with her and Abigail, my other daughter. But I don't get to spend Christmas with them. I'm going up to Montana, and they can't go because they both have jobs that do not permit them time to travel. So Thanksgiving with the local family and Christmas with the Montana family. And so Catherine, my eldest natural-born daughter, biological child, she has recently gotten together with a guy that she's just madly in love with. And I forgot what I was going to say about that. It was something about this gift. I imagine, and I'm kind of hoping that they do get married. I haven't met him, but I just hear wonderful things about him. So, let this gift be a sort of a premarital hint, hint. A nice flimsy nightgown. Now see, I'm going to put these brilliant colored ribbons, all 4 styles at once, on her package. Because she's kind of like a Who from Whoville. She just, she doesn't decorate her house in bright colors, but she wears them and enjoys them. When I think of her personality, it is red all the way. Red. So, fiery. Yes, that's one way that this red symbolizes her personality. And now, if she was growing up, she was my little sassafras. Alrighty, now, see, I had to work pretty hard to get those ribbons to be upside right so that the shiny side is showing. And even still, it's giving me a little bit of grief. I think I'm going to need a little more ribbon or something more on this package. Doesn't look complete without something else. Green ribbon might be enough. We'll see. Tape that down very well because I think it's a bit puffy. Okay, now let's get a tag here. Should I curl those? Let's just get a tag on first and see how I feel about it. A lot of this I just do by instinct and not sure how it's gonna wind up. But I still think this craft paper tag works with this wrapping paper okay. I'm pretty sure. It looks pretty good. I think I'll remember everybody's which name goes on which box when I'm done. Alright, now some of you may remember this umbrella that I bought for a video, and someone suggested in comments, see here the words say raindrops keep falling on my head. I don't expect you to see that. Somebody suggested in comments that I give these umbrellas as gifts, and I thought that was so wise, so smart, because they're brand new. I've never used them except to make a video with, and so yeah, My eldest granddaughter is getting this one, pre-approved by Mom herself. So that's my eldest granddaughter, and I haven't asked her permission to put her name in my videos. Therefore, I will be protecting her privacy until I find out in the future whether she's okay with that. This box was a custom-made box by my husband, so we could disguise the gift. Now she is very likely to see this video, and so I might have to say something to her mom. Don't know. Or if she does get to see it, then oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. But I really just wanted you guys to know what's what, who's who, and I'm not going to try to deceive anybody because the shape of the package will tell her all she needs to know, even if I didn't mention who gets what. So this is such an unusually shaped package that this is going to be a trick to fold up on the end. Easy enough to wrap the paper around the shape, but dear oh dear, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Playing this all by ear. Fold it in one side, make a crease, fold it in on the other side, make another crease. See where this lands here. That one over. Fold that one over. Well, goody. That works. I believe I got the right shape and strength for keeping. If I put lots of tape on it, it should be okay. Alright, now I need some paper on the end, and I thought, let's make it a different color for a contrast. Won't that be fun? And because the box is cardboard, it doesn't have to be really thick paper. I'm not hiding any lettering or anything, so we'll just put that over like that. Okay. Now, I don't have all this planned out. You'll have to, your guess is as good as mine as to what's going to come next. I just know I want two tones here. Might as well, since the paper roll wasn't big enough to go all the way up this long box. I sent a picture of the umbrella to my daughter-in-law and to see if she thought that this is something that her daughter would like, and she said, oh, she'd love it. I sent her photographs of all of my umbrellas, and if you saw that video, you might appreciate the different designs that there were. Yeah. And so her mom picked that design out for her eldest daughter. Yeah, so I found a ribbon, you guys, and this I think is going to accent very nicely. Does that match? I think it matches pretty good. It almost kind of reminds me of like a Santa belt, you know, on Santa's outfit. It's like a trim between the two types of paper. I just like that look. There we go. I like. Just have to put a ton of tape on this to make it stay. This ribbon is very unwieldy and kind of a funny texture. Oh, and by the way, I am dressed nicely tonight while I wrap, but I am not going out. I'm not going anywhere. It's just being festive for the moment. So, okay, now we need a tag for this box. If you saw my shopping video, see I bought these at Walmart. They just have so many different kinds of items that color coordinate and all, and I thought these would go well. I'm going to pick the one here that says Believe because it has a kind of a dark color on it that I think would match the ribbon that's dividing the package. Put it right there. Right there. And I can put her name on that tag later. Nice, huh? She'll never guess what it is if she doesn't see this video. So, now this one. Some of you may recall the light up umbrella that I got. This one, I just love it, and I'd keep it for myself, except for I know I'll never really use that. So, when I showed that picture to my stepdaughter, she says, "Oh, my one child." Not stepdaughter, I'm sorry, daughter-in-law. I get them mixed up. She said, "Oh, my one child would absolutely just love that umbrella." Absolutely. So, I was thrilled. Alright, so this box also was custom made by my husband to accommodate this umbrella. We just didn't want anybody to know ahead of time what they're getting. So, I think we'll, since it's a younger child, we'll give him the mint candy wrapping paper. I don't think it's long enough. Just about. We won't worry about that at this point. Let's just cut the right size piece for just the box. This extra is for the bottom. Put that back out of the way. Now, we will go ahead and start with the bottom and the little piece, because I want that to go under. So just wrap the end. A little extra here. Save all my pieces if they're decent sized. Because, you know, there's always stocking stuffers, and I don't like to waste paper. Alright, let's fold one side. Oh gosh, you guys, I've gotten so many presents. And they're all sitting in my spare room, which doesn't even have a floor yet. But it's a spare room, and I use it to store my extra things. Alright, so that's where all my extra Christmas presents are that I still have yet to wrap and to finish off. But these are the ones that I wanted to share with you today, and I believe this is my last gift that I have to wrap. Alright, that's the end. Let us put on the big part. Okay. I'm amazed at how my husband can just kind of make a box. I don't know how he does that. Alrighty. Don't know if I'm going to fold this. Try. It's so long. Well, that's okay. Come up. Alright. Some tape on here now. Try to hold it in place. I just love the colors and the smells of Christmas, and the cheer and the giving and the love that goes around, anticipation that the children have. And I just love to see the expression on their faces. I really hope the little ones will like the games that I got them. And I hope that some of the kids won't be jealous of what the other kids got. You know, sometimes that happens. It always happens. It's bound to happen even this time too, but we'll see. There, I like that. We need some ribbon now. Let's get the shiny stuff. Okay, I don't think I'm going to go all out with another whole ribbon going the length of the package. That's probably too much. Let's just get this in a knot, and I think maybe just use a bow, a ready-made bow. See, curl this up a little bit. That'd be nice. Got one that's a little short. I have to do something with it. Zip. There we go. Need a tag for this one. Let's see what would go best with this gift. Maybe well, it's kind of cute, kitsy, sort of. I think I ripped it a little bit. Where, top or bottom? Top. Okay, that's it, guys.